Anime I feel like has no fandom part 2. Next up is Secco Boys. This girl fucking hates statues. Guess what her job is? But no, she goes to art school and she has to do a ton of statue projects, and she's like, oh my god, I can't wait to be a manager for a big idol group. Hello, ladies. But yeah, it's an idol group made out of statues, and it's kind of been a while. I remember, I think it was this one, he was like the playboy, and he was like a normal one, and he was there. But it's been a while since I watched this, but I do remember it being pretty funny and fun to watch. Also, this girl in the background was like obsessed with them. My guess why this doesn't have a fandom, I mean, it is another kind of generic idol anime, and again, it's kind of weird. And it was short. Like, also the only merch I've ever found for these was like a mini blind box set of the little busts that you could get, and it is impossible to find those online, by the way. This next one might be the most obscure out of all of them. I made a video about some of these anime, like, forever ago, and most of them had people being like, oh yeah, that's my favorite anime, oh, it's so sad that it got canceled. This, I saw 2 people say literally anything about it in the comments, and I feel like they were lying, but, Dimension High School is a half live-action, half, like, CGI anime show where basically the live-action crew are hanging out in class, and then a rock, I think they're in detention, no, they're in detention, and then a rock flies through a window, a talking rock, and is like, hey, baby girl, guess what you get to do? And they're like, what? And they get transported to another world as anime boys. That's what the anime boys are standing behind their backs for. These are their avatars or whatever. In this other world where they have to answer questions to a sphinx. And the questions are, like, very specific, like, science questions and trivia, which is usually started with, like, he'll start the detention thing with being like, the square root of 75, and then later they'll be like, wait a minute, I know what the square root of 75 is. Also, notably, these 2 are supposed to be, like, punks, but it's really funny that they made him, like, a little femboy, and this is the smart one, and this is the teacher. He freaks the fuck out in the very first episode. It's great. If they get the question wrong, they won't, like, die or anything, but they will suffer, like, very bad fortune, or, like, I think their avatars die in the other world. It's been for a while. It's been forever since I watched this. And it came out in 2017. So I think they get the question wrong on the first episode, and then they're like, okay, the Sphinx eats one of them, which is the teacher guy, and then he shows back up in the real world after they're like, oh my god, the teacher's dead, and then he's like, oh my god, I just lost $27,000! Maybe it wasn't specifically that much money, but I know, like, he lost his money. I think, like, he bet it all away. I can't remember, but he was like, god damn it, you fucking kids lost all my money! My guess for why this doesn't have a fan base is, did you hear that entire description I just had? And also because, like, okay, so I can't speak Japanese, but the acting was a little and also the models kind of look a little clunky. I mean, so this was from 2017, but like, they had some other, like, CGI animated shows that look better than this, right? Kenkibancho Otome Girl Beats Boys. So this is based on a dating sim where this girl, she's an orphan, and her brother got adopted by a rich family, and then they end up crossing paths one day because she didn't know she had a brother, and he's like, oh my god, thank god, hey, you're good at beating people up, can you swap schools with me so I can go to the girl school and you go to the boy school and beat everyone up? And then his butler is like, yeah, babe, so there's this tradition where the boys in our family have to go and beat the fuck out of everybody in this school, and this whole school is fighting. Like, the whole point of this school is, I mean, it's not like a fighting school, it's like a delinquent school, and, like, there's an established hierarchy between all of the classes, so every time there's a new person in this school, they have to, I mean, every time there's a new, son in this lineage, they have to come to this school and beat the fuck out of everyone in the school, which is an amazing concept, by the way. So even though this is based on a dating sim, like a game where you date the characters, this isn't really a romance. Like, it's listed as a romance, but it's not really, like they more become, like, her little henchmen, and, I mean, there are, like, some kabudan, like, they'll pin her to the wall or something, but she's like, she'll punch him or something, and they all treat each other like bros, mainly. So it's her journey of going through the school and beating up everyone and gaining lackeys. So, like, the first one she gotta beat up is this dude, and then, like, this is her friend from the very beginning, and, like, I will say, for BL lovers, this is great. This is great. Because, oh my god, they are trying so hard not to be on each other. And I know I said it's not a romance, but it's very, like, oh, I didn't know you would come here. Well, yeah, I kind of have to fight you, but I didn't think you would come, and y'all get what I mean. Y'all get what I mean. My guess for why this didn't do well is both, this was just made to advertise the dating sim when, I mean, I want to get the dating sim, but it's only in Japanese, and oh, also, there's 2 volumes of manga for some reason, and this is more like a comedy and more of a romance, but yeah. I don't think this has a fandom, partially because, like, no dub, no English stuff, like, you can't even play the game in English, and, which I'm very upset about, because I wanted to play this game so bad. Maybe just that it hasn't gotten content in forever. That's also a factor in a lot of these, like, these franchises, these shows don't get a lot of content, so then, like, yeah, not everybody's gonna be, like, still talking about a show they watched in, like, 2015. Okay, but on the Blu-ray, I love the subtitle on the back. Every boy is a knockout! Witness a fist-fighting, cross-dressing clash of girl versus boy based on the popular Otome game. Like, how can y'all not be sold by that premise? Magical Girl Ore. So, let me go to the back. So, this girl, she wants to be an idol, but she sucks at it. She has her, there we go. She has her friend who also is an idol, and she can sing, and yeah, but their idol group sucks. Her brother is the one that the pink girl has a crush on, and he is an idol, and do they have the brown dude? Well, he has a friend who's also an idol, and is trying to, like, kind of take him from him for no particular reason. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, okay? I'm trying to avoid spoilers. But this dude, the little tiny man, he shows up and is like, hey, baby girl, your crush is being kidnapped by demons, which are, like, these giant buff bear things, and he's like, okay, well, the only way we can stop him is if you turn into a magical girl by confessing your love. So, of course she does it, and she's like, I swear to protect dude over here. I think his name is Mohiro. And she turns into a dude. And she's like, girl, what the fuck? Huh? And the dude's like, well, duh, did you think you were gonna get magic or whatever? We just beat the hell out of all of these monsters. That's how they beat all of the demons. They just turn into a dude and beat them up. And then later, this girl, yes, there's Yuri in this, I know, amazing, she is like, well, yeah, I also love you, and she wants to protect her, so she turns into this dude, and instead of beating up the monsters with her bare fist, she beats them up with a stick, which is great. Wait, no, I got it wrong. So, she beats them up with a stick, she beats them up with her bare fist. I know, women empowerment. Why is this popular? Well, you might notice it's a little bit different than your typical magical girl thing. And also, it's fucking insane. And the plot twist did catch me off guard. Yes, the plot twist caught me off guard. Like, well, the plot twist of them turning into guys, because I watched this on Crunchyroll, and, the other one that I'm not gonna talk about. Also, it'll take, like, 1 or 2 episodes to just do a random episode about a dude with a bag on his head. So, like, yeah, I mean, it's not a horrible episode. It's just like, But, it's a reference to Osamatsu-san. Hey, Osamatsu-san. And last, but certainly not least, Sunazanmai, baby! Yeah! For those who don't know, this is my favorite anime. Hands down, no questions, move out the way, literally everything else, this is my favorite. So these 3 goobers, break a Kappa statue downtown, and then they start acting like Kappa, and then they find out, they go back to the statue, and then this dude came out of the statue, and he's like, hey, baby girl, yeah, for fucking around, I'm gonna have to punish you or something, and they're like, oh my god, this fucking frog is gonna kill us, and he's like, frog, you say? Did you just call me a frog? And turns them into Kappa, where then they have to take out the shitty Godama, which is like a soul, like okay, it's not exactly a soul, but it kind of is a soul. It's the thing that makes humans human, with quotations. They have to take the shitty Godama out of zombies' butts. After they do a little song and dance about it. It's great. And there's gay people, just saying. It's so heartfelt, the music is so good, the comedy is great, like, I love this so much. I love this anime so much it hurts. My guess for why this isn't as popular, put simply, is y'all have bad taste. How did you look at... Also, there was a stage show, and I would die to see it. Which is your favorite? Have you ever heard of someone who's ever actually watched this? Because ain't no way you've actually watched it. And if there's one takeaway you should have from this video, it's watch Sunazanmai right now, right this second. It's amazing.